Okay, we're back. Let me just draw something up here so we can look at beyond the same sheet of music here. And we're going to get used to looking at these little guys up here next to the fretboard. This is the real deal fretboard. Okay, we got a tuning third between the G and the B string right here. So if we have the root 2, 3 on the top, 5, 6, 7 on the bottom, look what we have underneath. We don't even have the 2 there. It would be 2, 3, 4. So you see it's been warped over from where it was, or it should be, could be. That's kind of not a good example. So let's move along, and we're going to go to the next chart, because this I'm going to save for a total kind of modal discussion where we're going to get into, in the root box, I'll just say one thing about D and C here, because this is the most important thing that I saw and why I made the chart. In this E box here, in this root 2, 3, E root 2, 3 box, okay, we have the major E shape, which is 5 root 3 right there. You know it. Just an E shaped C right there. Of course, you could do that way up here on your guitar. I got this. Okay, that's 5 root 3 right there. So it's E shaped in the E box there, 5 root 3. It's E shaped 1. Okay, but its minors are D minor shaped and C minor shaped. 3, 6 root, 3, 6 root. Now what's 3, 6 root? So here's root 2, 3. Here's 3, 6 root. It's A minor in the key of C. It's its relative minor. But we just have to be careful, because in this way we have the root is on the open string, but what's down here? This is a B flat. That's not going to fly. The 4 is not going to fly. Okay, so we wouldn't use this D particularly, but it would go nice in the E box over here. So let's say the root we're talking about would be different. Okay, say the root is C sharp or D flat. Then we could play our nice. See how open string that works, because we have our root 5 root 3. Okay, we have our 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. Okay, that's something else. The shape of it is E. Okay, and we're talking about a D minor, because remember, in the word cage, C-A-G-E-D, you go ahead one letter for the shape of the relative sixth minor. That's why we play a G shape. If you have a G shape, you're going to play the E minor, because in the word cage, G goes to E. If we have a C shape, in the word cage, C goes to A minor. And the word, the D minor is, I guess it would be we'll extrapolate to the E shape, and it would be the D minor shape. But I caution you, you're better off to do it one fret off of the, because otherwise you just have to play the top 3 strings, one of them's open, right, as opposed to this. Okay, that's D flat and its relative 6 minor, B flat minor. So let's not delve too much into all of this. I want to get the drawing tool down here. So let's see how we're going to do that. I don't know. Okay, we're back. So that's the only thing I want to say about this. Is just like a little you know, preview of when we do an entire lesson devoted to this subject. But I ended up going back to the previous subject. So the previous subject, as you know, if you're watching these videos, chart 351, multi-scale, double extra large cages. Okay, so what does it mean? It means we look at this cage. Okay, let's look at the C cage. So we have our normal 3, 4, 5. So I have these notes down below here. I have these notes. This R is this C, which is the C that's below your low E. So the E becomes the third of that C. Okay? So we've got, this is just review, we've got the old short way of playing it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And then we have the new way of playing it, which will bring us all the way over here. Okay? And that would be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, why are we even over here again? This is a good question. Okay? And one of the reasons could be, okay, I thought about it. It's when we're looking at it entirely as triple string shapes, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. And then we end up here 7, 6, 5, 6, 5, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2. It's just rounding it off to a number of string shapes. So that was kind of an exercise in, you know, too big a cage. Over here, extended cages, okay? And in this complicated formula, I have 4 string shapes overlapped equals 2 string shapes, okay? That is string shape plus 3. So in other words, 5, 6, 7 goes to root 2, 3. The 5, 6, 7, add 3 to it, it's 1, 2, 3. We're on that root again. That's why it's string shape plus 3. So we'll talk more about this when I get back to this subject. But I moved on, and we are doing today's chart. Okay. So this is today's chart. Once again, chart 353. By the way, if you like these videos, you found this video on YouTube, take a moment to like, subscribe, maybe even share. And if you're interested, scroll down below. There's instructions on how to access the Facebook group page, Andy's Free Guitar Chart Videos group. And you can see the static charts there in pretty good resolution. And also some of the videos, but and they're still segmented, but they're strung together. It's just that you have to, when you go to play the video, make sure you go down below and to settings and go to video quality and put it at 720, okay? Because I've seen that happening. It's kind of, and it might like glitch a little bit, but at least you'll get it at the good resolution, you know, as opposed to the video player deciding, oh, I need real-time streaming, so I'm going to go to 320p or something, and that's blurry. There's just a little tech talk there. So let's look at 353. I had this great idea. The string shape cutout was made so that we could go 5, instead of 5, 6, 7 here, and then we have this doubled 7, we'd go 5, 6, and then 7 root 2. Okay, and there's a formula for what that is. It's where we should have gone, 5, 6, 7. Let's look at this now. Here's 5, 6, 7 in the C box. Okay. Now I'll show you where the fret nut is on this situation. So here's our C box here, okay? So our our fret. Now